Hi, thanks for joining me today for lesson 6. So today is our final lesson of mastering your time. So I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for being here. I know this has been a really busy time of year. I know that you're struggling with your time, which is why you're here, and that makes it all the more important, and that I'm that much more grateful that you chose to watch these videos. I just also wanted to mention, I know a handful of you said that you had some challenges, that maybe you've watched the videos and maybe you haven't even gotten to that, but you're struggling to actually do the work. And no, that's always the hardest part. And I really want to support you. So you will have access to these videos in this group. I'll keep it open for a little bit. And also you have access to the website that I've been sending through the emails. So go take a look at it. And the one tip I'll give you is, like how I said earlier in some of the lessons, is if you really want to make time for this, to learn how to manage your time better, put it into your calendar. Say, a certain day and a certain time, like maybe an hour or two, that you're going to say, I'm going to actually listen to some of these and I'm going to take action on them. So that's my tip before we dive into lesson number 6, which is how to let go and how to delegate. So they're two different things. We're going to talk about letting go first. So there's the idea of letting go of just the feeling that you have to do something. Okay, so sometimes just recognizing I don't have time to take on this project, do this work for someone else, say yes to whatever it is, and then I'm going to just be okay and let go and know that it won't get done. Okay, so this is again goes back to that mindset of choice and first lesson, but just realizing that we can't get everything done, and that we can get the most important things, the things that are the priorities, those will get done, and that oftentimes just our own choosing of what we can fit in around that. So sometimes we just need to let go of things. Right now, it's the holiday season. I have not done holiday cards, and I actually really enjoy doing them. But I just haven't had time, and I'm letting go that that's not going to happen, and that maybe, so I've postponed, maybe I'll have New Year's cards. I'm not sure when, but I'm letting go of the expectation that it'll get done. So that, because when I have expectation and then I'm letting myself down, I start feeling really bad about myself. And it's this spiral that I'm like, why can't I do this? So letting go and being kind to ourselves, that we will get done the most important things, and it's okay to not get the other things done. The other way to look at letting go is to let go of control that we need to do it, and that we can delegate and have someone else do it. Okay, so in our businesses, there's a lot of different ways to do this. A lot of times, if you have employees, you naturally have let go of something and you delegated that they are doing something else, at whatever level that is. The process of delegating is really important, and it's recognizing that you don't have time to do everything, and so you need to bring other people onto your team to do more things. So that happens a lot in your business. As you grow, you create more revenue and you create more demand for the product or service that you're selling, and therefore you oftentimes need to bring other people in to support you, and you constantly narrow the focus of doing what you can. Hey Becca, great to see you. You narrow the focus of what you're doing, so that you're doing the thing that you can't delegate. Whatever it is that you're the best at. And you think of even really big companies, the thing that top person is best at is probably driving growth, or the business strategy, the direction and managing a whole team. But then on a smaller level, if you're a solo person, for me, people come to me for my business strategy. I'm not going to outsource that, but I could outsource an assistant to help me with social media, or an assistant to help me managing my bookkeeping. I outsource my bookkeeping. I have someone that does that for me. So realizing that there's different ways to delegate. And in our personal life, it's really important to delegate as well. So sometimes it's just within our family. Sometimes it's to our spouse. Can our partner take care of a certain thing and we don't have to worry about it anymore? I was doing a funny Facebook Live the other night in the mom-owned business group that I'm part of. And one of the women commented, she said, I have trouble letting go of kid things with my husband. And it's really true. It's easy for us to get caught in this loop of I do it really well and I like the way I do it. And I don't always like the way that my partner does it as well. And maybe they don't dress the kid right or feed them the best food or take them on adventures that you would do. And sometimes we just need to let go of those things and say, that's okay. They do it well enough. Other things in our personal life could be having a housekeeper or having a sitter. You know, like the care of our children is sometimes we are delegating that to either a child care center or having someone come in and watch our children. So the process of letting go of control, letting go of the expectation of doing everything, and then helping to delegate so that we are managing our time appropriately and honoring that we can't do all of the different things we want to do, but we can make time for the things that are most important and that are the key things that we bring to the table. Okay, so that is lesson number 6. Your action steps for today are going to be that you get to think about, hey Becca, let's see, you said having someone else watch the kids has been my hardest hurdle to get over. It is hard. And the younger, Becca, I feel like I remember you have a pretty young one. The younger your kids are, usually the harder it is too for people. And sometimes people start off by just having them watch the kids while they're home. You know, it can be like a good stepping stone for you to build trust. You know, it's a hard thing sometimes, offloading care. And and especially when it comes to your children, it's like such a important trust factor. But finding that right person is a game changer for you and your business to be able to have the time and space to do what you need to do. So, you know, stick to it, and do some good interviews. Have people watch them while you're around so you can sort of see how they interact. Delegating in that sense it's always a challenge, even in any company. I find I just had a meeting with somebody this morning who has a marketing person on our staff, and she's having trouble not micromanaging because she's like, she hasn't set clear expectations around the position, essentially. So, really start thinking about that. So your action steps, because I love action steps out of everything. Today, I want you to think of one of each of these things. So one, I want you to think of something that you can let go of. So you have this expectation of getting things done or of wanting to do it all, and that you're going to let go of doing it. And it's piggybacks on our mindset of choice. Again, because you have the choice to do it, or that you're going to let go of it being done to a certain way. Okay? And then the other thing is delegating. So who can you bring onto your team to take on some of the things that you do want done? So the thing still gets done, but you are not the one having to do that. You can think about it in terms of either your personal life or in your business life. They're both super important. So think through that. What's something you can delegate and what's something you can let go of? Okay? So those are your action steps for today. And Becca, I did a thing where I said if somebody joins me live today, they can win an hour session. So you're the one that's here. I think by default, I was going to draw a name, but by default, you can get that hour session. So I'll send you a link to that. But thanks for joining today. I appreciate. And the big thing, so for any of you watching, I'm going to be talking tonight about some really exciting things I have coming up in January, and they're all based around like building our community. Yay, Becca, I'm super glad you're excited too. I am too. So they're going to be based around us building a great community and helping support you to reach those goals in 2018 that I know that you have. I know that we all love starting a new year, running out of the gate, and how do we keep that momentum? How do we create that level of support so that we can build our tribe and that we can get the support we need to actually get the goals done that we want? So I've got some awesome things coming out. One is going to be a new membership group that I'm creating. I'm so excited about it. It's going to really be there to support you, creating an awesome community of other business owners with similar ideas, and that's one thing. And then I'm also creating some accountability circles. I've already had people interested in them, but small sort of mastermind groups that they'll have coaching from me. We'll be meeting every other week to really dig in and make sure that those goals that you set, make sure that you're making progress towards them and getting some coaching when you're stuck and you've got the support of peers. So those two things are going to be talked about tonight. I'm going to be revealing what's going on, and they're very accessible and very affordable because I want this tribe to really have that benefit. of having access to the group of people that can help support them to get them to where they need to go. So tune in tonight. I'm going to do a live, and this offer will be good for the mastermind group, or for the Master Your Time group, probably through the end of the weekend. And I'm going to be giving you guys a really great deal for being part of this program, because I just totally appreciate you being part of the program. So thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you tonight. I think 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to hop on live. I know that you might not make it that, but you can watch that one afterward too. So cheers, thanks.